The bull market is upon us, gentlemen and ladies, but mostly gentlemen. My channel's 96% men, I think. Shout out to the ladies. If you're a lady here, please say hello. I would appreciate that. We are in, it looks like the bull market has been kicked off, at least to some extent. I would love to get Crypto Sensei's take for, is this full-fledged bull market? Are we going to have some pullbacks and then the real jump is going to be in the future, or should we be waiting for the halving? Is that when things are really going to take off? We're going to hear all about this.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. I've got a lot of questions for you. This is Crypto Sensei is my crypto expert. So when I'm looking around at all sorts of passive income and investing and things like that, Crypto Sensei is focused on crypto. I mean, it's in his name. So it's, you know, if my name was Crypto James Pelton, then I'd probably try to focus there too. So whenever I have questions about the crypto market, which getting into the crypto market at the cusp of a bull market is a good way to make money. You know what, one funny thing, well, we'll talk about this in a minute. But we're going to talk all about that. If you guys have questions for Crypto Sensei, I'm going to have him go through some of his hidden gems too. I would like talk a little bit about XRP because that's something I get asked about constantly. There's a lot of people holding on to XRP and they're like, why doesn't XRP, although XRP is doing pretty well here recently, but it's not up the way that some people do. So we'll talk through all of that. What I need from you in the audience, hit the like button. If you have any questions about cryptocurrency, the bull market, strategy, anything that you're going to be doing, please ask and we'll bring those up for discussion. So we're going to skip introduction this week, Crypto Sensei. We've had you on the channel like 7 times now. So if people don't know who you are, then go back and watch a video and you'll see Crypto Sensei many times. I usually have him introduce himself. But let's start with what do you think about market conditions right now? Is this the start of the bull market? Are we back in early 2021 or where are we at right now?
We're already in the bull market, James. I mean, if you take a look, I'd say, you know, we're probably already kind of like mid bull market. I know a lot of people have a lot of different opinions about, you know, where we are in the market. But I mean, if you've seen stuff that's up like 10, 20, 30x, I mean, we're there. And basically Bitcoin's being pushed up right now by institutions. Retail really isn't even back yet, right? So you have these like 11 Bitcoin ETFs, and really that's where all of this money's been flowing in from Bitcoin, billions and billions and billions of dollars. Okay, and you know, I think this market's going to be a little bit different from last markets, just because, you know, if we didn't have this ETF, Bitcoin probably wouldn't be as high as it is right now. We do have the halving coming up in less than 50 days. And so, you know, I do think the market dynamics for this market are going to be a little bit different. Right now, I think the biggest and best places to look for you know, crazy gains are in AI and deepen. Like, that is where you should be looking right now. We just had an insane project that I announced in Sensei Chat maybe 2 weeks ago. It was called Node AI. Bring up Node AI on CoinMarketCap right there for me. Let me just show you this.
Node AI.
Yeah,
Node gives me some bad feelings.
I hear you, but it's nice. Not what you think. Okay, so go back maybe a month on the chart when you can. I probably won't even have the data. You might even have to go into the deck screener, but just go back to 1 month. I called this project at $3 to $5 million market cap about 2 weeks ago in Sensei Chat. So yeah, it doesn't even have the data. This thing was about 4 cents.
This would have been really great to get into like around here, which is when you called it, correct?
And I even did a video on YouTube that went out when it was about 25 cents. So I called it when it was between $3 and $5 million market cap. So it was about between like 3 and 5 cents. So I just turned $3,000 into like, you know, 75, 80K really quickly by this, you know, this investment. I know a lot of people made a killing in my community just from this one project, but I mean, you know, it's insane, man. And this is just one of the wins in the last 60 days in our community. we've had over 26,500% gains on projects that we've posted.
Ooh.
And these are not like degen meme projects. These are legitimate crypto projects that we've either called early in like 2023 or we found recently in the last few months that have just done insane numbers. So I just think it's insane, man. Like when you work with such a great group, we have such a great team, but we also have an even better community. And when you bring together hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of researchers together in the crypto market, we find gold, man. We really find so many projects that are they just go truly insane. So I'm really thankful, and my bank account is sitting a little bit better today with this project. I did take a massive amount of profit in this project. Usually when something's up 1,500%, you take your profits and you run. I'm still holding a little bit of a position on this project, but I've sold most of my bag and put it into some other things that I think can go up 300 or 400% from here. And so I'm constantly trying to move around, make some money here, sell, put it into something else, sell. And man, we do Sensei chats on Tuesdays and Fridays, and a lot of this information we go over in those chats, and the people that show up to those chats can tell you how valuable they are, man, really. And this was just one example of something that just went truly parabolic in a very short period of time, and a lot of people made a lot of money, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So one question I get a lot, in fact, I have a whole bunch of calls today from people who are like, hey, Bitcoin hit all-time highs, we want to buy now, is what I'm getting, which is actually really funny that nobody was interested in buying when it was lower. They wait until it reaches somebody literally texted me just a minute ago, hey, Bitcoin's at all-time high, can you help me buy some? And I was like, no, that doesn't make any sense at all. But what's your philosophy when you see a jump like this? Like, is this a good entry point, or is this like, oh, we missed this one, let's go to the next one? Or what's your kind of philosophy?
When something's gone up 1,700% in a month, like I don't like to jump into things that have pumped this hard just like this, right? So I wouldn't be buying into something like this, right? Maybe Node AI goes to a few $100 million market cap, but I think the FOMO really kicked in. And usually once the FOMO kicks in and people make a ton of money, they take profit and they go and they look for something else, right? And so there's so many other projects that are coming out right now and that are going to be rolling out over the next few months that I have like my keen eye on. It's just insane. And we just actually made a partnership with a company called Hourglass, and the token is Wait. And actually, they do seed round investing. And so Cryptonairz members are getting opportunities to get in seed rounds of some projects. And we're working it out where on some of these projects where they have extra money that needs to be filled, we'll be able to get our members even more seed round funds for those projects. So it's really, really incredible. Wait, WAIT is the token. So basically, it's a launch pad. That's called Hourglass, and you need to hold 5,000 tokens. The minimum used to be 1,000 tokens that you would have to hold. They just raised it to 5,000 tokens, and so I have about 20 grand. Actually, I went in with a friend on this, Gabe. So me and him went in on this. We're staking the token so we can get into early seed investments, but there are going to be some opportunities that they're going to have extra, investment that they need filled, and they're going to look to Cryptonairz and maybe a few other communities to fill those voids. And so I've been meeting a lot of really cool CEOs and talking with a lot of really amazing people over the last, week or so. And I'm just really in a great spot, man. Really thankful for everybody around me, and just, the gains are coming in hot.
Yes, absolutely. One question I had for you too, we actually were just talking about this before we jumped on. So, we're both big BioFi people, and it's up 100% today. So it's doubled today. What is your strategy for projects you believe in? What's your strategy for taking profit? Like, I'm holding a whole bunch of BioFi tokens, but it's like we're up 100%. I feel like I should take some profits, but I know that this is just the beginning. I think BioFi is going to continue to go up. So how do you how do you approach taking profits? Do you base it on just what bills do I have to pay, or how do you kind of think through taking profits?
So James, I mean, I guess it depends on what your bag is and what your plan is, right? So like if you only have a very small bag and your plan is for this to go to a much higher evaluation, like that you've done your research and you think this is going to be at, like, let's say 10 or $20 million market cap, sure, you can try to time the market and sell and then buy back at a lower price. It all really depends on what your bag size is. But usually when I see something pump 100%, I'm not buying into that green candle because I know that's probably going to come down and retest some levels, right? So in this opportunity, since you have such a big bag, I don't think it would be a terrible idea for you to take some profits off the table. I do think this is going to come back down. This is pumping so hard because of the ICASA news that they just got approval for. Now they're going to be able to start actually taking orders, creating the phones. And that's really going to be good for the whole BioFi ecosystem. But I think, at this opportunity, when you're up 100% in a day, it's okay to take some money off the table and see if you can buy back at a lower market cap. The market cap is wrong on Coin Market Cap. You have to go to Dex Screener. I think we're sitting right around. Let me just pull it up. Coin Market Cap always has market cap screwed up. I don't know what it is.
Do you know if this volume is correct? We done $1 million in volume today.
I can tell you that the market cap right now is 2.6 million. It's got about 156,000 in liquidity. Let me see here. The volume is basically, well, you have buy volume is 265,000, sell volume is 242,000. So it's 507,000 total.
Okay, gotcha. Very cool. Nope, love this. Okay, a couple questions that I have for you. First off, if you guys want to get Crypto Sensei's 5 bull market crypto gems, we did put a PDF together for that, totally free. So again, we'll talk about Crypto Sensei's paid community that he has, which there's still a free trial, correct? You can still try it out for free.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we've been talking about, we used to be at $100 back in the last bull market. We had like 1,800 members, almost 2,000 members, and we've been at $50 for such a long time. And we said that, hey, once we fill another 300 members in our community, that we're going to bring the price back up to where we were in the previous bull market. So now the price is back to where it used to be. I mean, after having such an insane, 6 months in the market in our community and the profits, a lot of our members are like, you could charge much more for this. And so we decided to go back to our original price. Sure, we're going to probably get a few less members, but we would rather have really solid people in the community than have a bunch of just, randomness. And so, yeah, man, we have a 5-day free trial. After that, you'll be charged $100 a month. But I think if you actually come in, we just hired a whole new. We got the Elevate team in there doing TA. We have live TA sessions happening either once or twice a week, where we're going over tokens that people want. Where we're posting live TA, we're posting live charting of where we think projects are going to go. We have our researchers doing their thing. We have me, of course, doing AMAs and different things with projects, and my 2 chats that I do on Tuesdays and Fridays. So we used to have both of the chats open to the public. We're probably just going to have one of the chats per week open to the public now, and the rest just to members, just because those chats are filled with such valuable information. Giving it all away for free, it just kind of doesn't seem like the right move. So we are going to do less chats publicly. But I mean, at the end of the day, you can still come in. There's a lot of free information that if you don't want to pay $100, you can come in, hang out in general chat, talk with us. There's some free channels in there that you can get some information, some news, and just hang out. In crypto, you can do one of 2 or 3 different things, right? One is you can spend every single minute of your day on Twitter, on Telegram, and doing this all yourself, right? Or 2 is you can pay to be a part of a community, whether it's my community or somebody else's community. That is really where you're going to get all of these people sharing information in one place, and that's really where the value is, right? That saves you time. and energy and frustration, right? I know a lot of people just watch YouTube videos and chase people into meme coins and all this other stuff. We're really focused on real world utility and what's going to reshape the cryptocurrency market. We're always ahead of where the trends are moving to, since this is all I do. I spend 12 to 14 hours a day on my laptop. And we know where the trends are moving before the trends are move. And we line up projects, we line up information, and we do the best we can. Nobody wins 100% of the time. I think we had one project that went to nothing. It rugged. But majority of the time, these projects are doing really well returns.
Okay, yeah, and this is pretty amazing actually. 36 reviews and they're all 5-star. That's super unusual. I never see that with any products or anything. Like everybody has a 4-star at least or something. But that's pretty incredible. I was gonna ask, oh, is this good? Somebody asked, let me see, bring it up. Dave says, does Cryptonairz make sense for a newbie like me that only has about $1,500 to work with? Does it make sense? Is that enough skin to put into the game to make it worth it?
So Dave, I mean, we have people in there that have only like $1,000 to work with, right? It's really finding the right opportunity for you, right? Like what is your plan, right? Okay, just real quickly, James and I are both not financial advisors, so don't take anything we say as financial advice. We're two guys that like crypto. We're in crypto. And so please, any information I give you, please don't take it as financial advice. I do not have a fancy degree behind me. I did not go to, school for a degree in this. So please understand that. So if you have $1,500 to work with, first you need to come up with a plan, right? Where do you plan on investing that $1,500? What is your time frame in trying? What are you trying to do with that $1,500? Are you trying to turn that into 15 grand? Are you trying to turn that into 150 grand, right? Like there's certain things that you need to kind of plan out and figure out what you want to do with that money. Obviously turning, $1,500 into $1 million is what everybody wants to do. But at the end of the day, that's not realistically what happens. So, I would figure out, hey, I've got $1,500. Where do I want to put this money? And the two hottest narratives in crypto right now are AI and deepen. And so what I would look to do is I would look to get use maybe $250 in 4 or 5 different positions and projects, try to 200-300% return your gains, cash out, and try to build up your bag to a bigger bag, and then take 1 or 2 really big shots, right? Like turn that $1,500 into 10 grand, and then take 2 big shots on like 5 grand each, right? And then try to 10x that to 100 grand, right? That's really what you have to do. You have to build that bag, or you have to find opportunities. Another cool opportunity that maybe some of you missed was Zygames. We knew one of our team members, Lawrence, he's actually did some really great research back in November, and he brought me this project, and it was the first layer 3 on Arbitrum. And I looked at this project and I was like, this is going to be huge. And it turns out they had nodes, and nodes started at about $300. And so we were able to do a launch party. People knew about this, weeks in advance. I did a Sensei chat just about Zygames. I brought it up multiple times. It was posted all over. We did an event where we all bought nodes together. Realistically, it was really hard to buy nodes right at $300. So we got in right about $380 per node, but you got an airdrop from Zygames of about 1,500 tokens per node. And the token price right now is over $1. So, you bought a node for, let's say, $400. You got back $1,500 just from that. And that thing is printing for you about $1,000 a month, right? So if you would have bought, 4 nodes, 3 or 4 nodes, that would make you 3 or 4 grand a month. And, that's really how I've been able to build my wealth in crypto, is finding node opportunities. And my hats are off to my team. They do great work and do the great research. And that's just a prime example.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Cass says Cryptonairz is almost too good. But Dave says it's play money that I'm willing to risk. So yeah, you can do the 5-day free at least. Check it out. See if there's any good picks in there. I wouldn't do 1,501. I'd maybe do 503 picks or something like that. See if you can turn your 500 into 2K or something, which if the markets keep going like they're going to, that won't be terribly difficult. So that's what I would recommend. At least try the 5-day free of Cryptonairz. Give it a shot. See what's in there. So, and Corey Clay's in there. Was so worth it. Cass says it's almost too good. So yeah, absolutely. Daniel says, how can we do Xi games while living in the US?
Well, Daniel, that's a great question, right? Because a lot of these projects are scared of having people register in the United States. And so how I did it was my wife is from Brazil and I have citizenship there. And so I was able to, I have address there. I can get mail there. And so I was able to register for my nodes living, because I go to Brazil for months at a time per year as well. So I was able to do that. I do know there's been other situations where people have helped others get KYC'd. I don't know too much about that. I just know that there's a way to kind of get around that. I know, there's if there's a will, there's a way for people, right? And I do know that there have been people that have found ways around KYC. Obviously, I don't condone it. I have nothing to do with it. But you can also do the Palau ID, even though that didn't work for this either. The Palau ID is something where it works on a couple exchanges, but not for this. I think some of the crypto projects have figured out the Palau ID. But yeah, I mean, the U.S. is a really tough place to live when you're in cryptocurrency because you get blocked out of a lot of opportunities. So, it's tough. It really is.
Okay. Yep. Nope. Good answer. Let's see. Is it the halving or the having? It's both. I think you can use either. They're interchangeable. So take your pick. But Sensei, what do you think is going to happen with the halving or having? Do you think we're going to continue to see Bitcoin and then everything else along with it just keep shooting up, or what's kind of not financial advice, but what's your take?
Yeah. So this is what's going to happen, guys. Right now, retail still, like if you look at the stats for Coinbase, retail hasn't even come back to the crypto market yet. Basically, what the buying that you've seen is basically institutions, right? So you're going to see $100,000 Bitcoin. You might even see $150,000 Bitcoin, right? I mean, the amount of money that's flowing into Bitcoin daily right now is truly insane, right? Now, for the first time in history, people can invest money in their 401k into Bitcoin, right? But even a lot of money managers and investment firms are not yet even in crypto yet, right? Or in Bitcoin yet. So there's a lot of room left to grow. There's a lot of talk about the cycle lasting till, well into 2025. I personally think that because of the ETF, that it's kind of sped things up for this cycle. I see that the UK, Japan, Germany, most of the Eurozone are in recessions right now. And I see the US laying off a lot of people. I also see that there's a lot of office buildings that are owned by regional banks. Like 70% of regional banks own office buildings and they're empty, right? Because, we had the C word and people figured out that they can work from home, and companies figured out they don't need these gigantic facilities and these office buildings that, are super expensive. And so these banks are stuck with these buildings that they can't get rid of. So I do think there's going to be some more bank failures ahead of us. I think there's going to be some rocky roads. I think the Fed is going to have to drop interest rates and drop them very quickly. The U.S. has to refinance about $7.6 trillion worth of debt. And if they do it at these type of numbers where the interest rates are right now, it's going to be it's going to be too much, man. We're already kind of in like a death spiral for the US dollar. So, personally, I think the market is going to flow really well until about the US election. And depending on what happens in that election, it could be, that could be the deciding factor, right? I would love to see the bull market go into, usually like November and December are really good for crypto. So I could see the bull market going into like Q1 of 2025. But I see people talking about like October 2025. I just feel like there's a lot of things that we're not paying attention to right now that could be major black swan events for the entire economy, and that could really take a hit out of the entire market. But I do think we have a lot of green candles ahead. There's so many amazing projects that are launching. Oh, I mean, airdrops. I mean, 2024 has been the year for airdrops. We're sharing information in Cryptonairz about airdrops. One of these airdrops is worth $10,000, right? So you were paying $100 a month, but you're getting information to do airdrops that are going to basically be paying you for your membership, right? So it all comes down to how much time do you want to spend, right? Do you want to spend time doing all of this work yourself, or do you want to work with hundreds of other people that have been through crypto bull markets, that know what they're doing, that can help you identify good projects, right? That's really the decision you have to make, right? I know that the fee's a little bit higher, but you get what you pay for. And really, honestly, it's just the community makes up Cryptonairz. Without the community, I mean, sure, we'd have a really great team that we rebuilt in the entire bear market, but the community is really where it's at, man. There are just so many amazing people in there sharing information, and it's really them who I'm thankful for.
Okay, love it. Armando says, I just joined last week, really digging the community. Blockchain Brain says, Cryptonairz is awesome. I always felt like I was on the outside taking blind punts at projects. Now I feel like I'm the center of a vast web of knowledge. I've learned so much. Cryptonairz is really like a family. So those are all raging reviews. So love to see that. Love to see that people are really happy in there. I would like to ask you a question I'm getting a lot here. Yeah, guys, if you have more questions or things you want to talk about, please hijack my questions. Feel free. What's your take on meme coins? I got a lot of people asking me about meme coins, and every bull market, meme coins blow up. I'm not a huge fan because there's no utility, but as a money-making opportunity, what's kind of your take on them?
So 99.9% of meme coins are going to fail, right? So you're basically you're taking shots. So you need to identify meme coins that have, some kind of big developer behind them. It involves doing research, right? Dog with hat or something is up just a stupid amount of money. I don't chase a lot of meme coins. I've lost a lot of money. I made a ton of money last market in like Shiba Inu. I made about 10 grand on some project called Ninja, and then it rugged like 4 days later. So with meme coins, what usually my strategy is, if you're able to get into like a pre-sale with a meme coin and you get it early, that initial FOMO, if you can either you take out your initial investment plus some profit and then you leave the rest for a moon bag, that's probably the best strategy with meme coins. But 99.9% of these are going to go to zero, right? But usually when you see meme coins doing these type of numbers, usually it's kind of time that usually it feels like it's like the end of the bull market, right? That's usually what happens when the meme coins are pumping. So I don't know, man. It's just a very weird cycle that we're in right now, right? We know that Bitcoin is going to go, the halving right now, 900 Bitcoin is being mined a day. When the halving or however you want to call it, when it happens, there's only going to be 450 Bitcoin produced. So you're going to really have a supply shock. You're still going to have all of this buying. So you're going to see a 6-figure Bitcoin. What'll happen is people are going to take profits out of Bitcoin. They're going to go into Ethereum and other altcoins, layer 2s. You're going to see probably an Ethereum ETF unless somehow they decide to investigate ETHgate. But you're seeing a lot of talk about Ethereum ETF coming soon. You're going to see a Solana ETF. Most likely, you're going to see probably an XRP ETF eventually. But the SEC has to approve all of these ETFs. And unless they're happy with what they're seeing, they're either going to have to get sued to approve, or they're going to wait to approve them.
Yep, absolutely. Why do meme coins pump like this? Like Floki had $1 billion market cap just a couple days ago. And so I would have never, in my mind, put money into $1 billion market cap meme coin. But then it was up 70% today, and now it's got a $2.3 billion market cap. The top 3 earners in this year have all been meme coins. Why is this? Why does this happen this way?
Because you know what it is, James? It's people want to get rich instantly, right? They want to buy lottery tickets, and they look at meme coins as lottery tickets, right? But what happens with lottery tickets, right? 99.9% of people lose, and there's usually one winner, right? I mean, there are some people that do really well with meme coins, but the average meme coin investor loses money, realistically, right? And so I don't like buying into these, $2 billion market caps. I would rather do some research and find a meme coin that's like launching now that's under $1 million market cap that could go to 1 billion, right? Because that would be what, 1,000x. That's what I would be identifying. I don't think putting money into something that's 2 billion or $3 billion is a good idea. But people will do what they want to do. I think we did mention Dog with Hat a few months ago in the community. But I'm not in that. I am in Floki though. I own some Floki though. I'll be honest with you. I think I owned it from the last bull market and held on.
I have some Sheeb I'm still holding on to from the last bull market, but this is what it is. Keith says people get the meme coins, they don't understand utility, and there's probably truth in that, for sure. So
yeah, and meme coins are about community, right? They're community driven projects. Right now AVAX is so a lot of these meme coins have been pumping on Solana, and AVAX wants to be like Solana. And so AVAX announced last month that they're going to be investing into some meme coins, and they set out some criteria for that. And so I think they did Cocky New COQ. I talked about that in Sensei Chat like a month ago, right when this all happened. I think it's done like a 4x since I talked about that. There's some other projects that I brought up that I knew that were going to do well. I told the community, they made some money. Here, let me read you a comment from my Discord from somebody that LAX. I bought some Kimbo and COQ when you mentioned it in the chat. Kimbo being good for 2.5 return and Cock being good for 4.5 return. So one made 250% and the other one made 450%, but that was all information I shared in a Sensei chat. And these Sensei chats were actually, these ones for like the last month were open to everybody. So, they were free. Like I said, we are going to do one free one a week, and then the other one's going to be for members only. And there are some special events that are going to be members only, because like that's really what I spend most of my day doing, researching, adding value to these chats. And showing. Let me show you can I show you what my chat looks like today? Let me just show you.
Sure, let's do it.
I'm gonna share my screen here. Entire screen. So my chat today is basically it. We're going to start, of course, talking about BioFi and what happened here. But basically, man, what's going on here? We're gonna talk about IO.net. This is going to be a huge problem, right? The Internet of GPUs. They're partnered with Render and all kinds of crazy stuff. This project's going to be launching soon. I'm not going to give you all of all of what's called, but this is how big the chat is. I mean, and this is all of these different topics and projects I'm going to be talking about today. So there's a lot of information. Like I'll give you a free, this is a meme coin that I bought into called Panda. It's actually, not doing too well today, right? It's down 41%. The reason I bought into Panda is because it's the first meme coin on Scroll. And it is actually followed by the Chinese, they have Scroll ZKP. They have a Chinese channel that is following this, and actually one of the founders of Scroll is following this token. But as you can see, meme coins they pump and then they dump a bit. And so this one's down 41%, 14.5 million market cap. We'll have to see where this goes. But I did call this thing back, back right around here. So we're still up from that position. But I don't know. Anyways, it all depends on, what you want to do. But meme coins are very, very, very big gambles. And I don't take very many of those.
Okay. Gotcha. Great insight there. Love it. Next question that I have for you is which blue chip, let's start with blue chips. So which blue chips, I know you're not a huge Bitcoin guy yourself, But which of the blue chips are you most excited about? Which do you think will do best here in current market conditions?
So like if you want, if you're looking for your safe bets like Solana, AVAX, like AVAX, I think is a better bet than Solana right now, just because AVAX is still $42. I think AVAX can go to $150 to $200. I think that's a very safe bet. Chainlink is connected to like over half the market. Polygon Matic, that's going to do really well. I can see Polygon Matic doing, a 5x. I was talking to my community the other day about Polygon Matic around, I think 90 cents or something like that. That's going to do really well. Keep scrolling down, my guy. ICP, of course, we called it $4. Filecoin, we were talking about, $6. Near Protocol, we were actually talking about Near Protocol back in 2023. It has some AI narratives around it, so I think Near is going to still do really well. It's up 52% today. Phantom, there's a lot of stuff happening on Phantom. Can you bring up Phantom? I don't know if Phantom's even in the top. But I have to actually load that into my Sensei chat today. Phantom's going to be doing, it's down a little bit today, but I can see Phantom doing really well. They're working on a bunch of new things, trying to be like a layer 2 on Ethereum. And the founder of Phantom is actually back now too. And so I didn't
know Alex is back.
His name's like Andre, right? Is like the main developer. Yeah. So he's back. And so, there's I don't put a ton of money into like the top 100 because I'm really looking for these like 50x, 100x gains. And those are going to be found in these newer AI deepen projects. Like if you go to Google Trends and you bring up like metaverse worldwide, or you bring up crypto gaming, artificial intelligence, AI, and deepen are the hottest narratives that people are searching for right now. It's even higher than Bitcoin is. Right. So, of course, Bitcoin and some of the top 100 are safer plays, but really like the top 100 are a lot of tokens that were around last bull market. And a lot of people like these shiny new things, right? They want these new narratives. They want these newer tokens. And so I think there's just better opportunity with some of these projects that are going to come out. Peak. PEAQ, that is probably going to be one of my bigger investments when that project comes out. I think that's going to be really big. That's around the deepen narrative. We're going to talk about that in Sensei Chat today. Man, there's a lot of things going on. I'm hoping, so there is a rumor floating around that AVAX might invest into No Chill. I have a few friends that are in some, channels that, heard that maybe they're going to invest, but it's all really big rumor right now, nothing confirmed. So I do have a pretty big bet on No Chill. If it goes poorly, I'll lose multiple 5 figures. But if it goes good, I'll make multiple 6 figures. So it just depends on what your risk tolerance is in the crypto market. Obviously, I have some BioFi, not nearly as much BioFi as you do. So, I mean, I called BioFi at the very bottom in October. I told my community that I was buying that bottom. And if you got in with me at that bottom, you did you did a really nice return. It all depends on kind of where you get in. Right. But chasing big green candles is not the way to make money in crypto. If you pull up the top 100 chart, James, again, go back, and actually go, instead of looking at like the top, what's up, let's change this to what's down the most, like in the last 24 hours. So click that and then click that again. All right. So like Caspa, Starknet, Optimism, right? These are opportunities, right? Like if you feel that these tokens are going to do well over time, right? You want to be buying stuff when it's down, not when it's pumping 30, 50, 100%, right? Beam, like we called Beam, Beam's at $2 billion market cap. We called Beam at 200 million in Cryptonairz, right? That used to be Merit Circle, right? There's just so many of these projects that we've called, what it was too, James? It was working hard in the bear market, right? A lot of people left in the bear market, and they weren't understanding and learning what tokens that they needed to be in when the bull market really started. And that has been the biggest opportunity. Like we called big time when it launched. There's so many crypto AI games that are we have QNT, who is a great researcher. William's been through 3 bull markets. Rayon is a really top researcher in our community. I mean, all of these guys, coming together. Corey's now back. We called Fetch AI a long time ago. There's just Pal. We call Pal in the community too. Early. I mean, it's funny, when we call stuff in the community and then I go and I see like Alex Becker talking about it like a week later, I'm kind of laughing, right? Because like we're getting into some of these projects before, these big YouTubers with 1 million followers are actually getting into them, right? And then all of these people are just FOMOing in because he's talking about it, right? So, chasing green candles is always going to get you wrecked in crypto, right?
Yep.
If something is up, give it some time, let it come back down, let it retest some levels, and find better positions to get in.
Yep, absolutely. I mentioned earlier in the video that I have a whole bunch of people. I just got a text before we got on where he said, Bitcoin's at all-time high. How can I buy? And I was like, that is just the opposite way of how you should be thinking of it. This is probably, well, although I think there's still a lot of room for Bitcoin to go up. So it's probably all right, but you should have been buying before this, but there's still time. There's still time probably.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, tell us about XRP. What's your take on XRP? I'm holding a whole bunch of XRP. I get asked about XRP almost more than anything else.
Sure.
What's going on with XRP? What are you thinking?
So guys, retail is not meant to pump XRP, right? It's going to take regulation, global regulation, CBDCs. It's going to take tokenizing stocks, bonds, derivatives, bringing all of that onto blockchain. That's really what's going to send XRP into the hundreds or the thousands of dollars, right? There's not enough money that we can put in as retail individuals, right? Because look at this, you're 62 cents at 34 billion, right? So even if we 10x this, right, that would be $340 billion just to get to what, $6, right? So I mean, even if we put $5 trillion, which we don't have that much money flowing around the crypto market. Retail is not meant to pump XRP. You need adoption. You need central bank digital currency. You need regulation. And long term, I'm still bullish on XRP. Most of the content that I make on my channel is still around XRP. I still think XRP has the greatest shot at actually being around when most of the crypto market goes to zero. I mean, you have 30,000 crypto projects, but you really only have a few hundred actual real use cases for crypto, and the biggest one is payments. And when you look at payments, XRP is working with over 30 central banks, right? So unless that changes, right? Unless central banks put up their hands and say, you know what, this technology is too green, it's too expensive, it's too slow, then I'll change my opinion. But you have something that is not mined, right? That's one of the central bank's biggest thing is, right? They don't like crypto mining, uses too much energy, right? XRP is very green, it's very efficient. They're working in the carbon markets. I just think long term, right? What I'm doing right now is I'm playing in the deepen and AI set area. What I plan to do is take those profits, get out before the bear market comes back, buy back some of that XRP, right? And sit and wait for it, right? Because we are going to get a big bust cycle in crypto where global regulation will come in. And a lot of these projects that you see right now, I mean, we're still speculating. A lot of this technology doesn't actually work yet. And so a lot of people are just still speculating. It's still so very early. And I'm a long-term holder. Like, I think if you believe in XRP and its connections, it's going to take tokenizing real estate, tokenizing stocks, bonds, derivatives, moving trillions of dollars a day. That's where the real value is. The value is in the protocol, not the price. And retail will never be able to pump XRP even close to $100, let alone 20 or 30. So
Yeah.
I've been using some of my XRP money right now to make money in deepen and AI, and I plan to buy back some of the XRP that I've sold. Right, I have a bag of XRP that I'll never sell, but I was my bag was like 80% XRP and 20% other stuff, and I've leveled that out a bit now where it's more like 50-50. And so, there's a lot more money to be made in other things, and I plan to come back and put most of my money back into XRP eventually.
Yep, absolutely. I've kind of noticed XRP doesn't seem to follow the market cycles quite as much because, like you said, it's not retail that drives it. It's going to be when the banks adopt it and start
Yeah.
using it. When the use cases start coming, that's when the real value is going to come to XRP. So to me, and it could be a while. I mean, we don't really know. Like, oh, my mouse just died. What bad timing. Oh, man. That's okay. I'm going to show you business people. Worst design in all of history
Yep.
is the charger for the Mac mouse is on the bottom. So you can't use the mouse while it's charging. That's terrible. So Sensei, you're gonna have to take this away because I have no mouse. I can't click on anything for a minute here.
No.
But I was gonna ask if there's people looking to buy right now. Maybe you can give us a few hidden gems, and then we'll close with some calls to action. But maybe you have some hidden gems that we can take a look at here real quick.
So if you want to go like big risk, right? If you're like that meme taker, I think I'm betting big on no chill, and I'll have to see what happens there, right? But I think right when it comes to like AI and deepen, ATOR, we called ATOR at like 40 cents. Right now it's at $2.10, $188 million market cap. I still think that has some room to grow. I'm really big in storage chain, decentralized storage, right? I think we talked about that last time, right? I have 95 terabytes of nodes set up on storage chain now, right? I'm one of the biggest node holders in the world for that project. That project just had like $300,000 or $400,000 of the volume today. It's over 2 cents again. They did change a little bit of the tokenomics, so there's not going to be as much rewards coming out for node holders, so there won't be as much dumping, which is really great. But they're going to be announcing their enterprise solution. They're going to be announcing partnerships, and they're going to be announcing they're going to be doing marketing here very soon. So I think that's going to be something really to take a look at. I think peak is something that you really should be paying attention to. That's going to be something that's really going to be cool. There's also a project called Dojima. Dojima Network is an omni-chain layer 1, a platform that seamlessly integrates the entire Web3 ecosystem into one unified layer, empowering developers to craft and groundbreaking applications. I think that's going to be really cool. There's another protocol called Nimble, a composable AI protocol. They have a lot of ecosystem partners like Matic, ZK.me. They have Avalanche. I think this project's going to be pretty interesting. Actually, I'll copy and paste it in since I can't really share it. But
I have my mouse for like a little bit. I charge it a little bit. So
here I'll share. No chill is I'll have to say like it's a super like there's no confirmation that it's just rumors, guys. So like if this I don't think I can post links into your thing. So let me give it to you here.
put it in private chat and I'll bring it up.
Let me give you no chill. Let me give you the one I was just talking about. And then I would be farming airdrops, guys. Like if you're not taking advantage of airdrop farming right now, you are missing out on tens of thousands of free dollars, right? Obviously, some of it's like staking Ethereum, and the more that you stake, the bigger that you are. I would focus on the like testnet versions of airdrops where the more transactions that you do, and the more that you participate in the network, the higher airdrop can be. But if you focus on some of these projects that I'm posting to you right now in private chat, and of course I'm long on storage chain, man. Like with a market cap. Hold on one second. Like you want to see what you want to hold on. Let me see. Let me storage chain. Let me see.
I've been using storage chain a lot. For those of you who don't know, storage chain is basically it's meant to replace like Google Drive, meant to replace Dropbox. You get 150 gigabytes for free. So even if you don't invest, you definitely should be using storage chain as a user because you get 150 free gigabytes of file storage. It's on the blockchain. So it's very, very cool how they're doing it. The node operators hold it. So whether or not you get involved with the token, you should start using it for free at least. I'll leave that link.
Hold on. Oh yeah, here. And plus I want to play Cass made here, let me share my screen with you. I'll show you how much in nodes I actually have for storage chain because like, you know, I want people to I'm going to present my screen real quick, James. Give me one second. I want people to see this. So check this out. So you know, this is how much in nodes I'm running on storage chain right now. I'm running 95 terabytes, about $106,000, right? In storage chain. If storage chain, like right now, the token price is let's see what let me see. The market cap is 512,000, right? So if this goes to $1 million market cap, right? I'll have, you know, basically, you know, $212,000. If this goes to, you know, if this does like a 10x to $5 million market cap, I'll have over $1 million worth of collateral in nodes for storage chain. So I'm long on storage chain and decentralized storage. I think that's where, you know, the future of storage is, and I'm taking a big bet on them. So I think it's a great project, great team. Like if any type of crypto project, you want to focus on the team. Who's leading the team? Cryptonairz. I think you did an AMA with them, right?
I did. Yep. They're great team, doing a great thing. So I'm all in on them as well.
So, you know, I think that's a great project, but you know, there's so many things that we can talk about and overwhelming people with all this stuff. I think if people focus on some of those projects that I posted to you in private chat, those are some really great projects with real utility. And obviously, if you want some other alpha, come sign up to Cryptonairz. You know, sign up for the free trial or come in. Let me share with you really quickly the video Cass made because I just think.
Oh, I have. Do you want me to bring that up?
Do you have it?
Is it the same one you sent me? I think.
I think so. Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Okay, let me download it and I'll bring it up. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Did Cass make that?
Yeah, Cass made that. I thought that was really cool.
Cass is a good guy.
Yeah, Cass.
Cass, are you still around in the chat? Cass is my video editor as well as Robert's.
Cass was not.
If you want to join one of the hottest cryptocurrency discords on the planet, Cryptonairz is there. We're up 25,000% in the last few months on projects that we've posted. Node AI, I showed my community between 3 and 5 million. It hit $130 million market cap yesterday. I turned 3 grand into 75 grand in a matter of 2 weeks because I found the right project. I told my community and people made a ton of money. Right now, we're now at $100 a month. We just raised our prices because the information that we are posting is too valuable. If you want to go ahead and come in and try out our community, there's going to be a link down in the description of this video that you can come in, see what we're doing, and actually have some fun, learn something about cryptocurrency, and make some fucking money, because that is why we're here. Aloha.
My channel's PG, Robert. No, it's fine.
Sorry. No, I thought that was a fun video Cass made. Yeah, but
you know what? Cool. Shout out to Cass. That's amazing. That was a good video.
We have a lot of fun and you know, just thankful for all those people in the community.
Yeah, it's a great community. So here's what I'm going to recommend to people. I'm going to start with free and work my way up, depending on how involved you want to get into this bull market, how much you want to be a part of crypto through the bull market here. I will tell you, the crypto market is a lot more fun during the bull run than it was during the bear run. Okay, so if you discovered crypto during the bear market, it's a lot more fun during the bull market because things are going up. First thing I'll say is I'll have Crypto Sensei back. We're shooting for maybe once a month just to kind of talk about what you're excited about, what's big on your radar. We also have the 5 free crypto gems. This is a little just PDF that me and Sensei put together with 5 things that he's talking about. We actually talked about a bunch of them here today. So there's not going to be a lot of new info there, but that's totally free. And then beyond that, I think if you're involved with crypto, if you're wanting to buy and sell, get into things, take profit, get some money, if you're going to be involved with crypto, this crypto market, you need to have some guidance. Don't just shoot from the hip. Don't just try random stuff. You need somebody who's doing the research. It can be you. If you feel like you have 2 hours a day to spend researching crypto, maybe you just do it for yourself. But for me, I would rather have Robert do it. He's better at it. He's going to spend more time on it. You get 5 days for free, so you can just jump in and, get some stuff out of it and see, hey, can I, some people are like, I don't even know what Discord is. You can jump in, get Discord, get on there, see what's in there. And then it's $99 a month after that. But again, it takes one trade where you make $1,000 or something. It's like, okay, there's my year of Cryptonairz. And that's what we saw last bull market is nobody cared. You could have charged $1,000 a month and there would have been people in there because in the bear market, everything that you were touching was, it's up 200% today. I mean, we would just message each other all day like, you see, we put money in that. It's up 200% today. And it's the nature of the market. So I'm going to recommend everyone at least try out the trial. I'm not going to put pressure on you to pay, but at least do the 5-day free trial. Check it out. See if it is going to be beneficial for you. So we are approaching an hour, so we will go ahead and take off here. We'll have Robert back, though, guys. Don't worry. I love having him on. I know I started as a crypto channel, and I've kind of branched out to other things. But with the bull market here, I know crypto's what's on everybody's mind, and so I might try to get Robert back more often. Like, hey, man, come help my audience and tell them what's going on here. So appreciate you guys in the audience, especially if you're watching on Twitter. We had 270 people watch on Twitter. So that's kind of usually I just stream to Facebook or to YouTube, but I was like, you know what? I'll stream to Twitter this time. So if you're watching on Twitter, I'll post the links that we're talking about as well. You can go see on YouTube if you want to rewatch the video. Thank you guys. And thank you, Crypto Sensei, for all the hard work that you put in and for coming and sharing it with my community. I really appreciate it, brother.
It's an honor, man. And thank you for having me. And a big shout out to the community. Thank you for spending this time with us. And a big shout out to my community at Cryptonairz and my team at Cryptonairz. I love you guys. You know that very much. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Good luck in the bull market. And we'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.